uNomkhulu salukwasendoda lesogogo bathini bathi umavula kuvela emsini noma emadoda. U-Aunty Usha number 1 locksmith. I-engineer yomsamo i-technician yedlozi. Sometimes all you need, or the first thing you need, is to talk to someone. Over the years, helping people, even beyond helping people, I've always offered, or rather, I was always been a conducive place for people to talk to. And even at my workplace, I would ask myself, ukuthi lo baba umdala, he is in the same age, if not older, or just a bit younger than my father. But things that he discussed with me, I will feel ukuthi they are beyond me. Until one of the lady who did what my mom, I've heard my mom, ukuthi she used to do that when she was talking to other elders. She was not talking to me. My mom used to say when she has stress, she will, if she has money, she will catch a taxi to Kliptown. I grew up at Kliptown, was the town, or Johannesburg CBD. She will take a taxi to Kliptown, and she would just sit on the bench. Then at Kliptown or cities, they used to have benches or almost throughout the city. She will sit on the bench next to someone and just tell that person what is bothering her. Then she leaves. Obviously, they'll have that conversation, but they don't know each other. Then there were no phones. They don't know each other. They've never met. And she said to me, she said to the person she was talking to, she always got the best advice ever compared to a person that you know. However, in the conversation, because at home they used to sell imbamba, African beer, but the one with yeast, the one that is made by bread and yeast and mtombomela and some other stuff. So I'll listen to this conversation. It's a very small house. Sometimes it's winter. They stay in the kitchen. The customers are in the kitchen, and we are there as kids. So there's no way that you cannot listen. But what I took out of that conversations, again, somebody else answered. I remember very well. It's Umalum Sabi, and he said, "Hey, mina sispeki. I always have a particular person within my family that I know ukuthi when I talk to that person, my every whatever that we discuss is between us." But why I'm remembering that, they were both right. Umalum Saib was right. My mom was right. Because at the end of the day, sometimes you need to talk to someone. It is not everything, Bokoko Nomkhulu, that requires umuti. Umuti might be one of the solutions. Umuti might be one of the things that somebody will say to you, you need to go and see this person in Limpopo, in Mpumalanga, in Thohoyandou, in Cape Town, in Zimbabwe, that can help you. This person has helped my aunt. This is the name of the person or whatever. But that will be after we have spoken to this individual. I see people coming just because of their paying for the consultation fee. They want the bones to be thrown because there are people that believes in this. There are people that believes kumathambo ukuthi their faith, their problems, the only person or only thing that can rescue them in their problems, it's the bones. I disagree. Sometimes what you need is to talk to someone. I do that. I do that. It helps me. I pay that consultation. I go, I sit down with that person, and I after that, trust me, I'll feel so much. I went to there's a place called I forgot it, but it's beyond Richards Bay. And when we went there, I was accompanying somebody to buy something. While we were waiting for some guy there, these young men are talking about the mother of the other one, who is a Sangoma. And he said, "Hey, Mina, my brother, don't take me bad." They were talking amongst themselves. "Don't take me bad. Yes, and I hear people talking about your mom. He's a very powerful Sangoma, whatever, whatever. But your mom never gave me umut. But your mom helped me when I lost my mom. Your mom, at that moment when I was talking to her, I was there for other things. But when I told her, ukuthi my mom just passed on, she immediately changed from being a healer, and she spoke to me like a mother. At 8 brawami, they were smoking weed, these guys, on the side. And while he was crashing, 8 brawami, 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 here's your mom. Lalela Sibali. Your mom Sibali became umama. Yazokhuluma nami Sibali, ngayizwa lento ngathi yinanga umama evukile and everything. So all I'm saying, those are the examples of things that I come across. Ukuthi, you find such testimonials, such reference, such people who talks about that. And to me, that is very important, more than umuti. To me, umuti jumps the queue. To me, umuti jumps the queue. But if you talk to someone, by the time you get to the issues of umuti, the issues of the solution, at least you have spoken to this person. You have unpacked. You have taken. You have become naked in them with your problems. I don't remember pointing out somebody to a client ukuthi yambona lo Phumalana. Yes, she was being insulted by the family members to say Qatar, she can't give birth. I helped her. You see this one. You see, you must check the car is driving. I helped him. You see this one. I don't do that. Because I want you, when you get in, when we talk, to be comfortable, to be confident. Ukuthi, whatever we are discussing is between the two of us. It's not always about starting with umuti. Muti jumps the queue. Muti jumps the queue. Muti jumps the process. Sometimes what you need, it's a process. Sometimes there are people that they are struggling to forgive their partners. There are people that are struggling to forgive their partners. Gogo, when I look at him, when I look at what he used to do to me, yes, he's trying his level best, Gogo. I understand that, Gogo. But this man, Gogo, used to insult me. He used to beat me the hell out of me. Gogo, this man did this to me. Gogo, I found this man sleeping with my friend. I found this man sleeping with my sister, my cousin. Gogo, this, Gogo, this. Sometimes you need to take that out. You have forgiven him, but you haven't got an opportunity to unpack, to take it out. Because sometimes somebody apologizes in passing and they expect you to forgive them, and that's it. Kanti when you are willing to forgive them, but you need to know how much pain they've caused you. You might not get that opportunity. But however, you can get an opportunity to talk to somebody else to say, this is what Ubatini did to me. And there's no point of being angry. There are people that I've wronged. And I'm aware what I've wronged. I'm human at the end of the day. And I'll say, hey, my brother, how are you, man? Hey, man, my brother, I know that, at some point in life, this is what I did. I'm old now. I can see, I can realize now, Uguti, I've messed up there. Apologies. And the guy will still write the longest of email, if I were talking on email or WhatsApp, you can ever think of. Yeah, I see you on social media doing this. The bottom line, one is a so. Dude, I was just letting you know, Guti, I've moved on. I do not stay in that address anymore. When now you have just responded to that address, and I'm telling you, I do not stay there anymore. I've changed addresses. And trust me, there's this other lady who came back to me and said, yo, Coco, no, we met in town in Durban. And she said to me, Coco, I can see you don't even want to look at me. No. I'm respecting your partner. I'm respecting your partner. I don't know if your partner knows our history. So I cannot be chacharach and just rush and greet you and everything. That is disrespect. I'm respecting your partner. However, I feel, Oguti, this is a woman that when I said to her, I apologize for this, you refuse my apology. And trust me, when I said I apologize, I was wrong. I took that pain and it disappeared from me. Nothing bothers me anymore regarding what pain I've caused you. And she said, you're right, Gogo. I was left with that pain because I had no reason not to accept your apology while I always wanted you to one day apologize. And when you did, I didn't want to. So again, I have forgiven her for not accepting so that we can both move on. And guess what? It was the husband who saw the conversation. Uguti, what is it that we once spoken to? We were never dated. It was a business transaction. And the business guy said, but Ukoko, that's the guy that joined us. Ukoko, I've told her, Uguti, you have seen your wrong. But Yana still, she doesn't see her role in the whole thing being messed up. And she had a role to play as well. I said, let's pass it. And we are fine. We are fine. Sometimes you need to talk to someone. Sometimes you need to take it out. Uyiphalaze into uyibeke phezu kwetafula. As filthy as it is, sometimes you need to talk to someone. I speak to prisoners. I speak to ex-offenders. I speak to ex-murderers. I speak to a lot of people. And people, they have something that are shocking, that sometimes when I go to sleep, all I can think of is what this guy has done in other people's life. And I cannot call the police and say, hey, dude, do you remember that story? Hey, I know the person who did it. I can't do that. It's like going to a lawyer and confess to the lawyer and not using that lawyer. Maybe you just went there for consultation to find out how much can it cost for them to represent you. However, talking to them, it means a lot. So today we're saying, find that person that you can talk to. Find that person that you can talk to. The good thing of finding a healer that you can talk to, I wish you can find a healer that you can talk to, because the healer will listen to you with 2 ears. And those ears, those both ears are not the same. As a healer, my ears are not the same. I've got an ear of Ubati Nembata as a human. That has something to do with my personality, with my understanding. As I've said, even before I helped people, I've always made sure I need to be conducive. I cannot take what you are telling me and go and tell another colleague. No, people knew whatever we're discussing, it's between us. I remember this other lady, we were arguing at work. Hey, but and it was a big argument in the newsroom. And I said, no, it's fine. I went back to our department, and I was said, I don't like confrontations. I hate them. So I'm the first to go down and left the newsroom. And weeks or months later, and then, we colleagues, we need to tolerate each other. We ended up talking again, and she said to me, "But Tina, I want to thank you." I said, "Why?" We were fine then. I said, "Why?" In the midst of us fighting, I saw you being closer to a person that I've told you something about them, but you have never told them, "Ukuthi, what have I said to you?" While I was going around lying about you, but you remain in your position. Why was that? And the answer was simple. I said, "I'm not you. I'm not you. Whatever that you told me, it was not for public consumption. You were confiding to me, and I kept it. The fact that your chest had a lot of potholes, and then you trusted my chest. I had to prove it to you that my chest doesn't have potholes. It's sealed. Whatever that you put in, it's sealed. It's between us." So I've got 2 ears. That's the ear I've just explained. And I've got a spiritual ear to know, to hear, and to identify where does that problem comes from. Where does that problem comes from? No. That's not how you are telling me. You are not telling me the truth. This ear makes me to provoke you with questions. This is a courtroom ear. This is a judge. Constitutional court judge. This one is the highest court ever. When I listen to with this one, I don't care which one is right. It interchanges. But the bottom line is, we are gifted to listen to you as healers, personally and spiritually. So at the end of the day, when you leave, trust me, you'll be content. You have spoken to somebody. You have took out whatever that is bothering you in your heart, and you have spoken to someone who listened to you, who didn't hear you while you're talking. They didn't hear you while you're talking. They were listening to you. And when you talk to someone, the advantage of talking to someone that you don't know, we don't listen with an ear that we want to respond. Go try this. Now, if you talk to somebody that you don't know, compared to talking to someone that you know, or you know each other, the one that you know each other will tend to say, "What about this? What about this? Quick. The other one will listen to your story. Will listen to your story to understand and ask questions that are relevant, then respond with a good solution. But the one that just listen with an aim to quickly wants to ask you, listen to this. You're telling somebody about somebody that they happen to know. You don't care that they know you, they know them as well. But what will they say? He did that to you as well. How can she do that? You're that woman. Hi, akashintshi. Nakuwe. You see? You see you are talking to a wrong person. You don't want to know their opinion about this person. It has nothing to do. Cases, they might seem similar, but they are not the same. However, if you speak to somebody who doesn't know you, doesn't know who you're talking about or the place you're talking about, that person will really listen to you. Mina will tell you after we have spoken, maybe in the evening, on the second or third consultation, that no, I know that guy, I know that person. Yeah, he stays there. I know that place. So. And you say, "But Coco, that day you didn't say it was not about me." It was not about me to tell you how much I know that place. Do you know these people who oh, Mr. Knows It All? Those people who knows everything, lalela, they know everything. You talk soccer, they know. You talk politicians, they know. You talk religious, they know. You talk cultures, they know. You talk science, they know. You talk biology, they know. And most importantly, you talk plumbing, they know all the shit you're talking about. They know everything. It's not nice to talk to somebody like that. There are many things that I'm exposed to. There are many channels that I would like to start. There's other channels that many people that are not aware. That was my voice, or that is my voice that I have, that I don't publish. If you come across that channel, you do come across, and somebody say, Gogo, you've never told me Uguti, you are in the sport. Gogo, you've never told me Uguti, you're talking about you have got this channel. When I advertised the channel Good Goals TV of here in YouTube, whereby I talk about alcohol and drugs abuse, many people were shocked to say, but Coco, you have never told us we have a special channel that deals with these issues. And I said, it's because these issues are a problem to our society, and somebody has to take an action. And I wanted to raise my finger. Even if that channel now it has 268 followers, it's okay. It's growing slowly but surely. And out of those 268 subscribers, even if I can assist 5 subscribers, just 5, that is a good change. My contributing to 5 people, that is a good change. There's something that I've done in changing that part of society. So you need to talk to somebody. That's why we have people who are opting for alcohol, who are opting for drugs. It's because drugs listens to them. Alcohol, liyabalalela, they listen to alcohol. They found comfort in drugs. How do we stop people from doing that? Other people, they find comfort in paying revenge, in killing. There's young men who have been arrested for killing their uncle. I saw it on social media, for killing their uncle, accusing the uncle of killing their parents. Those kids, they needed somebody to talk to, but they went to the wrong person who advised them to say, umalume wenu that killed your mother, go and kill him. Even if you don't have to tell them, go and kill him, but the fact that you're telling young people what you think they will do. Imagine if ever it happens. I mean, I do see children. I'll tell you today. I'm not afraid to say that. I do see children, but anyone that is underage that has came and to me for consultation, they always go out, 1, with their consultation money, 2, without muti, 3, they go back filled with knowledge, guidance, motivation. I will talk to them. I will advise them. I will tip them. I want them to come back. The fact that I gave them back their money, that makes them happy as well. And the fact that I've advised them to say whom they can come back with so that I can be able to assist them, and why I cannot assist them direct at their age. They understand that. I remember there was this young lady, I think she was 17 then, 17, around 16, 17 then. I spoke to her. I really, really, really spoke to her. And she didn't leave to go and fetch someone. She says to me, Gogo, ngiyengahamba with a solution to say, I need to stay away from these friends. It's not a matter that I don't have parents anymore. It's a matter that as in the midst of not having parents, I found myself with wrong parents called friends. I chop off those friends. Gogo, it's my first year in the varsity this year. She was 21 when she came to see me. 21. She's old now. Then we worked now. We did something. You know, okay, you must use this, you must do this, you must do this, you must do. I became a father to her. I became a mentor to her moving forward. And I'm glad that she felt on the right hands. I'm not blowing my own horn, but at least I didn't give her muti at the age of 16 to say, because of you don't have parents, your aunt is doing something on you. However, I gave her an assignment, a life assignment. You need to talk to someone. You need to talk to someone. Don't jump the queue. Muti jumps the queue. Please avoid jumping the queue. Avoid skipping the process. Part of the process to heal, part of the process to be wealthy, to be successful, to achieve anything is not to jump the queue. It's to not to jump any step. And communication, talking to someone is required to any achievement you want to do. Even if you can say to me, Gogo, why must I go and confide to someone if I want to start a business? Sometimes you want to start a business, but you're talking to the wrong person. You want to start a business, you have this brilliant idea that you have, but you have chosen a person with zero mind when it comes to that sector. They have no knowledge about what you are talking about. Instead, they'll be jealous of you. You want to go back to school. You want to pursue the career in what? Don't you go and consult with people that have been to that course, that have done that course, that have achieved that? Or do you just jump? You can't. It's impossible. You need to talk to someone, and someone relevant. Relevant person is very important. Might seems like it's a boring video. Gogo, we want to talk about ama boys. Nyoka nyoka. Amajuba. Igubu. Sorry. Today we are saying don't jump the queue. Find that person you can talk to. Talk to that individual. And let's see what's going to happen to you. Sometimes you need an ear to hear you, and you need a real solution to your problems. If you talk to a wrong person, they'll give you wrong advices, and you cannot blame them. The wrong advice, that's all they have. That's all they have, a wrong advice. So it's up to you which one you go home with, Tozan.